Knicks Nation. Today is Wednesday, the 7th day of February 2023. I hope you're safe and healthy on this February day, that your family is safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with first responders who every day are saving lives, those that pick up garbage for us to keep our places clean, those that do the humble work of making deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women helping rescue, recover, and deliver the children, the teenagers that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are also victims of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography and child pornography, human trafficking and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, double curses on the profiteers, and double curses on the perverts that create this industry. Finally, double blessings on the homeless, nearly 600,000 men, women, and children, increasingly senior citizens homeless in the United States of America, with millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There was a basketball game last night at Madison Square Garden. The New York Knicks defeated the Memphis Grizzlies 123-113. It wasn't close for mostly three quarters, and then Memphis made a run in the fourth quarter, and the Knicks pulled out the game. The thing that happened yesterday, though, last night for me, that gave me assurance that there's a strong possibility Quentin Grimes ain't going nowhere, was Donte DiVincenzo. What do I mean? Well, when you think it through, as most people don't, most big platforms don't, because they're used to putting forth false narratives, and they create things around the false narratives to get attention of Knicks Nation. When you think it through, right now, Donte DiVincenzo is playing the best basketball of his life. He is in his prime. And many times this season, he has come up clutch for the Knicks. A big shot, several big shots, a big game. And he did it again last night. It was Donte DiVincenzo that closed the door on the Grizzlies last night in the fourth quarter. Yes, he ended up with 32 for the game, but it was necessary. 32, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, tight defense. Right now, Donte and Brunson are probably playing the best basketball of any backcourt in the league right now. The Knicks ain't stupid. They're not going to mess with that. Okay, so that's number one, which means that there's no player that's going to come to New York to take Donte's place right now, namely DeJounte Murray. I can't see them messing with that. Leon ain't stupid. They may have met with Rich Paul with the intent of future doing business together. As I mentioned the other day, that there was the Donte possibility as well as future business. This is going to be about future business. They're not going to do business right now. The Knicks are just playing too well. And so Murray, unless he was willing to come off the bench, and I don't think that's going to happen, is not coming to New York, not at the trade deadline. So that leaves Grimes on the bench, of course. So Grimes is on the bench because of how well Donte DiVincenzo has been playing in that spot. It's not that Grimes, some of y'all are asleep and don't realize how good Quentin Grimes really is, but I don't care because those are the same people that wanted us to give away half the team for Joel Embiid. Where's Joel Embiid right now? Right. So anyway, so with regard to Jordan Clarkson, you're not giving Grimes up. First of all, you're not going to trade Evan Fournier for Jordan Clarkson, even if Utah was willing to do that, which they're not. But even if they were, you have right now a rotation of 9 guys. And now you've added a 10th with Precious Achiuwa. So when everybody gets healthy, which they're going to this season, Tibbs is going to have to make some strong decisions. He's a 9-man rotation guy. So you can have Mitchell Robinson, Precious Achiuwa, Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes, and Deuce McBride. So he's got to make a decision what to do with that. He's not bringing in Jordan Clarkson. Now, Jordan Clarkson, if he was going to come here, he would have to go with somebody. It's going to be the salaries matching with Fournier, and then you got to ask another young talent. You think they're trading Mitchell Robinson? No. You think they're trading Josh Hart? Okay, stop using drugs. They're not trading Deuce McBride because he can't be traded right now. And then you got Quentin Grimes. they're not going to bring Jordan Clarkson in here to replace Quentin Grimes for two reasons. Number one, Jordan Clarkson is an extremely great offensive player in terms of coming off the bench. He's built for that. But he doesn't play the defense that Grimes does at all, not even close. And the thing is, what most people that are criticizing Grimes can't see, and I can't help you if you're blind because I can't work miracles, but Grimes plays elite defense. And that's what makes him very valuable to the New York Knicks. Once he gets under his feet again and gets his shot going, I'm not worried about him. He's going to have games where he hits 5, 6, 7 threes. He's already done it. So, but defensively, for the playoffs especially, you're not replacing a defensive player with a non-defensive player. So let's forget Jordan Clarkson. Then that comes to Bruce Brown with all this noise about Brown. First of all, I said it the first time last week. I'm going to say it again. It's Clarkson and it's the agents that's making all this noise about them coming to New York. The Knicks ain't. So all of this noise about them two in New York is from the agents and the platforms receiving that information. It is not from Leon. First of all, Bruce Brown. I want to come to New York, Bruce Brown. Where is he going to play? So you think they're going to trade a future value in Grimes at a rookie deal and move Fournier just to get Bruce Brown? No. Not only that, I don't think Masai Ujiri, after having just, it doesn't, I don't think he got fleeced in the deal with OG Anunoby. He didn't get fleeced but it feels like that maybe right now because of where Toronto is and where New York is. But like I said, IQ and RJ were about future. OG's about now. Okay. Now, to me, it would be smart for Ujiri to try to get Grimes. But I don't think the Knicks are just giving up Grimes for Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown is a stopgap. He's not a long-term piece. Grimes is. You're not giving up a long-term piece on a rookie deal for a stopgap rental piece. Okay? No. So that gives me hope that no, Grimes is staying. I don't know what other moves might be made, and I can't even understand what moves could be made because, as I said, they're not trading Julius Randle. They're not trading Isaiah Hartenstein. They're not trading Donte DiVincenzo. They're not trading Brunson. They're not trading OG and nobody's got him. The bench, they're not trading Mitchell Robinson. They're not trading Precious Achua. They're not trading Josh Hart. They're not trading Deuce McBride. And they got to figure out now, they got Grimy, what they're going to do when they're all healthy. So I'm feeling, after last night's game, I was looking at that game and looking at Donte doing business in the fourth quarter and reminding myself, Donte's clutch. They're not going to give this up right now for nobody. So after last night's game, I felt a lot better about Grimes staying in New York, not just because of Grimes' value off the bench and his future talent, but because of Donte DiVincenzo. There's nobody in the league that you're going to get right now that's going to play better at the two-guard spot than Donte is doing right now. There's nobody. And then to pair him with Brunson, that Villanova thing is real. They play good together. Okay, real good together. In fact, they play, 18-3 basketball, 19-3 basketball over the last 20-something games together. They play, Knicks are tied for third in the East together. That's how they play. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, you know what? Even though they met with Rich Paul, I think that was just about future business. And Rich Paul trying to push his two clients, namely Jordan Clarkson or DeJounte DiVincenzo, to New York. But if I'm the Don, as much as I appreciate Rich Paul coming out with the peace offering and us talking things and hashing things out, I'm sorry, brother. We set right now. So I'm feeling real good about most of all Grimes remaining in the New York Knicks uniform come tomorrow at the deadline. I think there's going to be a lot of movement, but I don't think it's going to have to do with New York. Some of y'all are going to be disappointed because I think what's going to happen, New York going to be quiet. They done already made their earth-shaking move in OG Anunoby. They just need to get him back, which should be either tomorrow's game or Saturday night's game. I'd really be surprised if he was out farther than that. They reported yesterday that it wasn't anything serious, but they were just making sure he was healthy, which they should do. And then with regard to Randall, he was at the game last night. looking like he's ready to get back on the court. So I'm expecting him for the February 22nd game against Philly. Speaking of Philly, Philly is slipping as we thought they might without Joel Embiid. And please, I don't want to hear anymore. What you're going to hear from platforms and from stupid people this summer, Joel Embiid's available. I don't want to hear it. Okay, if I shut you down quick on that one, remember today, the guy's hurt, and you're going to have to give up half your team to be paying $55 million a year for him. I'm not doing that, and I'm sure the Don ain't doing that. Much as he loved Joel Embiid, they have long relationship. It ain't happening. Okay, but Philly has lost 2 straight. They won 4 of 6. They lost 6 out of their last 10. The Knicks have, with Milwaukee, a 2-game lead on them in the East. They are 5th in the East. They have a 2.5-game lead on Indiana. The Knicks right now have a 4.5-game lead on Indiana. The Knicks have a 5.5-game lead on Miami and Orlando. The Knicks have opened up some space right here with this long winning streak they got. The Knicks are not messing with this. As we said earlier, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think the Knicks are smart enough to leave this alone, especially the starting unit. And there's nothing out there that I'm going to trade Fournier with Grimes to get right now. No, not right now. Okay, so I'm feeling good about us keeping Quentin right now. Some of y'all are going to be disappointed because you want that transaction to happen. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to shut you down on this one. You're going to have to get your transaction Jones somewhere else. The only player I would trade Quentin Grimes for, as I mentioned repeatedly, is Mikal Bridges. Because you give Mikal Bridges to the Knicks, yeah. Mikal becomes Donte with 7-foot wingspan. Anyway, but yeah. But I don't think, as much as the Nets lost again last night, they lost 2 straight. The Nets are in 11th place. They're 2 full games out of the play-in. They're 20-30 right now. They're going in the wrong direction. I just don't understand why they wouldn't pull the plug on this whole thing and sell off everything they get, collect as much young talent and draft capital as they can. That's what I would do if I was the Nets. I wouldn't be playing around trying to, think this team's going to come and go somewhere. They ain't. But that's up to them. Other than that, I'm keeping this team as it is, and let's roll New York. Go New York Knicks. They rolling, and let's keep it rolling. Y'all enjoy your Wednesday. Shalom.